Don, tell us about the letter that you received from Hannah Yeoh. I read the letter. It was a very encouraging and positive letter to inspire you. How did you feel when you received the letter?
I was very astonished that Hannah Yeoh wrote to me, and I'm really grateful that she wrote to me as well.
So besides Hannah Yeoh, has anyone else praised your effort climbing Anapurna? What did your school say about this effort?
My school was really proud of me, and they're also going to give me a certificate after the Raya holidays. So I'm really looking forward for that.
Okay, I'm happy for your achievement. Congrats. And you even inspire me. So hopefully someday I can climb ABC, right?
Yeah.
You think I can do it?
Yes, I definitely think you can do it.
Any special meaning in the name Kalirra Don?
Kalirra is originated from the goddess Kaliyama, and yeah.
So what does Kaliyama signifies?
Power, strength.
Power, strength, protection, guidance,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Tell us about your journey from here to Pokhara, Nepal. How many hours was the flight? And after reaching Pokhara to Anapurna Base Camp, how many days was the walk? Just explain to us briefly.
From here to Nepal, it was about a 4-hour plane ride, and from Nepal, Kathmandu to Pokhara, it was a 15-minute airplane ride. It was a really cute plane that had 16 seaters, and the view from the plane when we went to our destination, that was Kade, we could see the Himalayan range and never-ending mountains, and it was really beautiful.
Was it a fearful experience to sit in that 16-seater?
No, it wasn't. It was I was happy when I saw the mountains, and I encouraged myself even more after I saw all those mountains.
I can only imagine how beautiful it is to sit in that plane and view those majestic mountains. You still have them running in your mind?
Yes, definitely. It has a permanent spot in my mind, rent-free.
Okay, from here, which airline did you take?
Asia. I'm sorry, Malaysian Airlines.
So Malaysian Airlines flies directly to Pokhara, Nepal.
Nepal, Kathmandu.
Sorry, Nepal, Kathmandu.
Yes.
And from Kathmandu to ABC was the 16-seater flight, right?
Yes.
So what's Pokhara like about? Can you describe the town?
Pokhara is it's a small town that has unique design buildings, and yeah, all the buildings are really cutely designed. It's really nice. I like the structure. It's very different from KL. It's not like a city type, so you can see a lot of bikes, like bicycles going around, and yeah, there's many things that stands out in Pokhara.
How do you find the Nepalese folks? Do you find them friendly?
Yes, they are very friendly, and they're very welcoming towards us, and they're very caring as well.
Any fun memories?
Yeah, I met this friend through my journey. Her name is Pratima. We stopped at a tea house and we stayed there, and I made friends with her, and we got connected to Facebook. It was really fun, yeah.
What's a tea house like? I've never actually experienced a tea house. Is it like a restaurant or mini huts?
It's mini huts, and it's like an elongated hut where there's also rooms in it. So yeah.
Tell us about the preparation for this trip. How did you train and how did you prepare?
I started training last year during my school holidays in December, And early January this year, when my school started, I started training in the Saturdays and Sundays in Wawasan Hill, Gunung Dato, Gunung Angsi. Yeah.
But why these hills? Why did you choose these hills compared to other training grounds in the country?
Well, it's nearer to us, and we could train more frequently in this nearby hills, so we chose this instead of other ones.
So when you talk about training, how many hours per day, and in a week, how many times do you train in a week?
In a week, I train Saturdays and Sundays because I have school from Monday to Friday. Hours, we went to Dato and we did a 6-hour hike. Yeah.
So basically, yeah, we need to strike a good balance between your workouts and your education. Okay, tell us about the trip to Anapurna. I understand that you were walking faster than your parents. Is that true?
Yes, it is true. Maybe it's because I'm much younger and I had a lot of energy during the hike, so I went much faster.
So how did your parents feel about that? Were they intimidated by your speed and your stamina?
They motivated themselves to reach where I was. Yeah, and they also motivated me to go faster and higher when I was stuck at some points. Yeah, they were my main motivation.
Okay, good to hear that. Tell us about the food intake that you had. Is it important to have the right type of food? Let's talk about nutrition. So how did you plan yourself for all this food intake before going and on your journey?
Before going, we took a lot of carbo loading and protein, so we can be fit, and more carbo because it's a very cold climate there and we need more carbo for energy and stuff like that. And during the hike we ate dal bhat, specifically because it gives you more energy, and we didn't want to take others because we are scared it might mess up with our stomach and stuff like that.
Okay, what about food that was served along the journey? Were there enough restaurants, or villages serving local food? And how was the local food there compared to the food that you had here?
It's really delicious. The food was really good, and it is different, but it's unique in their own way.
So did you pick up any recipes?
No, but it's they didn't really give out their secret recipes, but it's really good, the taste.
Okay, incredible. Kalirra also practices yoga, and from her articles that she did, I understand that you did help her in her stretching. So let's talk about yoga. Maybe you can introduce your yoga teacher and how long you've been practicing yoga, and probably define what yoga is to you. Is it more an exercise or an union to get closer to divine? What are your thoughts on this?
My teacher's name is Teacher Sailaja, and yoga is helped me mentally as well. It really calmed my mind, and it does help you with stretches and exercises as well, but I feel more connected to the nature because it brings your mind to a really calm level. Yeah.
Do you practice meditation?
Yes, at the end of the classes we do have a 5 to 10 minute session of meditation and breathing practice, which also helped me for the breathing practice. It really helped because in Anapurna you really do need to breathe well, so yeah, that helped me.
Can you do a short demo? What type of breathing did you practice?
Sure. There's this breathing that you put your hand over here and you do like that.
Place your palms on your belly.
Yes.
And you inhale, exhale. So it's called Kapalbhati.
Yes, Kapalbhati.
So what about spiritually? Do you feel yourself connected to divine?
Yes, I did. brings. I felt connected to the nature. Yeah.
Nature is divine, right?
Yes.
So, how long you been practicing your yoga?
I've been practicing yoga since the age of 7.
So, a lot of flexibility in your body. So that made your climb easier.
Yes.
What about your parents? Do they practice yoga?
Yes, my mom does practice yoga. She started first before me, and now my dad recently joined yoga as well. Yeah.
Okay, Kalirra, let's talk about the climb to ABC. How difficult was the climb?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate it a 3.5 for me.
So, can you describe the journey along these 5 days climbing and 3 days down? Take us through your journey.
There's some days where you have to go all the way up, just ascending through the staircases, and that was quite hard, but we motivated each another and we went all the way up and came down as well.
What about the terrain? Describe about the terrain, the hills that you saw along the journey. What is it like? The people coming there from abroad.
Every tea house that we stopped, there is a unique scenery. We could see Machapuchuri Mountain, Imchuli. We could also see Anapurna South, which was really nice. And from the Australian base camp, we could see all 3 of those mountains, which was really nice. We stopped there and we took a lot of pictures. And we did meet a lot of new friends from other countries through our hike. And we even played a snowball fight up in the base camp, and we even built a mini snowman up there.
You took plenty of pictures?
Yes, a lot of pictures.
So you better share them with me so we can incorporate on this video.
Sure.
And let the world see your adventure.
Sure.
Okay, tell us about your attire that you wore, and what did you carry in your bag?
You have to pack thermals. Thermals is really important because it keeps you warm. Winter jacket, windbreaker, and if it rains, a rain jacket as well. Caps, so it protects your neck and it will protect your head as well. Sunglasses. You need sunglasses because of the sun, and also in the snowy areas when the sun reflects to the snow, the light can reflect to your eyes, which hurts and will damage your eyes as well. So you have to wear sunglasses as well.
What about altitude sickness? Did you encounter any of this?
I did not encounter any of that, thankfully, but we did meet a lot of people that had to stop halfway through their journey, and some of them had to take helicopters down because their condition was really bad.
Why do you think these kind of things happen? Especially you get this altitude sickness. Why?
Maybe it's because they go up really fast and it hits you just like that, and some of them just gets some of them have these fear of the boulders coming down and stuff like that. We met a person that was afraid of boulders, and she had to turn back down as well.
So for you, you were with Kalima goddess with you.
Yes.
You were brave and protected along the journey. No accidents along the way?
No accidents along the way. We just tripped and fell, but we got up and continued as well.
How many kilometers did you walk in a day?
It was a range from 8 to 12 kilometers a day.
And what advice would you give to somebody new like me who wants to attempt ABC? I don't really know if I can do it, but I'm a cyclist and I do hiking occasionally here. So what do you think?
As long as you train and train your mindset that you can do it, I'm pretty sure that you can.
So you got to train me on my mind, huh?
Yes, sure.
Okay, tell me what was the living conditions along this route? You know, talk about the locals, the way they stayed. Were they friendly? Did you encounter anybody, any memorable experience along this journey?
Yes, there were a lot of memorable experiences. The living conditions there was a lot of villages spread it throughout and many plantations. We saw people doing their plantations and taking care of them, and there was this old lady that we stopped to take a picture with, and she was really friendly as well. Even though she doesn't speak our language, we kind of understood her in many ways.
Interesting, huh? And tell us about your upcoming plans. You did mention about going to Everest Base Camp somewhere next year. Is that true?
Yes.
And tell us about your training for that climb.
Yes, we're doing Everest Base Camp next year, and I'm also looking forward to doing K2. That is one of my dreams as well. And yeah, we did start training. We're starting to train this year along with my brother as well. Yeah.
Okay, so anything else you want to add on before I invite your parents for a short interview?
I would like to thank everyone that came to the journey with me and motivated me, and yeah.
Most importantly, what did you learn from this journey? What life lessons did you take home?
I learned many things. I learned a lot of new cultural events as well, and how they stayed, and they even some of the tea houses, they don't have TVs, and some of the families really bond there really well. And yeah, and I learned how to be more caring and towards nature as well.
I think you have those qualities, and I can see that in your face that you have been brought up perfectly by your parents. You got that cheerful looking face, loving heart, and I'm sure you'll do well in life. Always be grateful and always inspire others, and I wish you success in your life.
Thank you so much.
Family, I'm with Kalirra's dad, Mr. Ed Lincoln, the mother and the younger brother. So let's hear one or two words from the father, what he has to go out to say about this journey and taking his 14-year-old daughter on this memorable trip.
Beginning, when we started this, I was a bit worried whether she'll be able to do it because of the high altitude, but I know she's someone who sets her mind, then she'll try her very best to go and get it done. Then throughout the journey, when we started, I saw her walking, and I told my wife, I think she's alright, she can do it well without any we following her. And that was confirmed by the guide. His name is Sitaram. He said, your daughter has got no issue, she can move on. At certain point, the guide said, okay, you go first and I'll bring the others. So we were with a group of 15 people, so we were having good times, laughing. The company is very important when you travel this kind of journey. We had good friends, Sarda, Chandran, Selva, Uma, Nanda, Rajiv, Tinesh, all these people are very helpful. We were joking, so push each another, motivate, because there was avalanche areas where you have to cross avalanche areas, big bridge, so we supported each another. But I'm so proud because she made Anapurna like a walk in the park, and because of her, we all felt, oh, let's do this, let's move on, and everybody was like, wow, Kalirra, you are good, and all that. So that motivated, and as parents, we were very proud of it, and that motivated us to also move. Of course, we were a bit afraid, but otherwise, and what I'll say, it's not a difficult thing to do if you have enough practice. Yeah.
Inspiring words from our father. Happy to hear that, Mr. Ed Lincoln. And let's hear what the mother has to say.
Yeah, I was very apprehensive in the beginning because there was issues with food. She wasn't eating well and wasn't eating enough. So and I was afraid that she may not be able to keep up. So initially my answer was no, but yes, Lincoln kept pushing and say, let's do it. So like what he said, initially when saw her going forward with ease, breathing was very good, and she kept going well, and she wasn't feeling tired, so we felt, we were confident that she could do it. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So young man, what about you? You stayed at home. You missed the climb.
I was really happy that she got to go, and I think the sacrifice that I made is very worth it.
You're very sweet, man. So do you look forward joining your sister for the next climb?
Next year, I want to go with her to Kinabalu, Mount Kinabalu,
Take me along.
and anytime.
Alright, so once again, thank you for giving me the opportunity to conduct this interview, and I hope that this story of Kalirra Don will inspire many people out there, and I wish you success in your climb to Everest Base Camp next year.
Thank you very much for interviewing us. And the whole idea we agreed to do is to inspire people. You know, in these modern days, family spends very little time together. So of course, my wife always pushes to spend more time, bond together, do things together. So that's very important now. So yeah, that's great. Thank you very much.
Any last words from you, Kalirra?
I would like to inspire everybody out there, not only my age but others as well. And I hope they look up and keep doing whatever they're doing.
Young man?
Thank you for interviewing us.
I like you, handsome young man. Okay, ma'am, thanks for this time and for the interview.
Yes, thank you so much. I would also say just put the gadgets down and go out there and just live in this world. Yeah, experience it. Yeah.
Okay, folks, take care and stay safe. Do like this video, subscribe to Eagle Speaks, and God bless. See you next on my inspiring video. Bye.